Hey guys, today I'm going to be making my famous homemade chocolate chip cookies. I will link the recipe in the description box. I make these every year and they're always such a hit. I'm going to start off by preheating my oven to 350 degrees and setting out my unsalted butter and my eggs to get to room temperature. And then I'm going to combine and sift my dry ingredients together. We have flour, baking soda, and salt. And this is such a good example of why it's so important to sift our dry ingredients. Look at those huge clumps of flour. Super important to sift. And remember, when we measure out our dry ingredients, we use the flat edge of a knife to scrape off the excess dry ingredients so that it's a very precise measurement. A trick to soften your butter is to put hot water in a bowl with your butter wrapped. It'll soften it and not melt it. That's why it's important to do this instead of throwing your butter in the microwave, because it'll change the structure of your butter. Now I'm going to cream my sugar and butter together. We have brown sugar, granulated white sugar, and vanilla extract. And I'm going to sift those in my KitchenAid bowl and I'm going to cream that with my butter. Now remember, we've talked about this. Creaming butter and sugar helps to give the baked goods structure by beating air into the butter while the sugar helps to hold the air. So I creamed my butter and sugar for about 5 minutes. And it really helps when you have a KitchenAid because it does it all for you, and you just kind of scrape the sides with a spatula and just make sure that it's all creamed together. You'll see that it's kind of coming into a more creamy substance. And then once you do that, you can add in your eggs gradually. So you add in one egg and then mix that for maybe a couple, 2-3 minutes. Then you add in your second egg, mix that for another 2-3 minutes. And then you can add in 2 cups of chocolate chips. I like to use the tiny semi-sweet chocolate chips, but whatever chocolate chips you have is totally fine. You can also add nuts. I'm not a fan of nuts. And then I added in all my dry ingredients. And I mix those in gradually, scrape down the sides of the bowl, and you're all set to go. I have a cookie scooper, which is really, really useful because it makes sure that each cookie is precise and the same. I used one of these mats that you put on a cookie sheet, and that helps out too. So they cook evenly and it's crispy on the bottom but soft and gooey inside. So my cookie scooper is really useful. I would totally spend the money to get a cookie scooper. And this is what it looks like on the cookie sheet. And I bake my cookies anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes and they turn out beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, definitely comment below. Merry Christmas, and don't forget to like and subscribe.